Man, these shrooms are pretty good, man.
They really are, dude.
Oh, you see all that stuff over there? Like, look. Look at that face. No, you, like, come over here.
Whoa.
And, like, do you see the faces?
Whoa.
I'm seeing the face.
Oh, fuck yeah, I am too.
Oh,
I would never have saw it if you didn't bring me into your angle. Like,
whoa. He's starting to stare at me a little bit hard. Whoa. I don't know if I like the way he's staring at me.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't like him. Dude, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah, you got to get the fuck out of here.
Dude, what are in these shrooms, man? Oh,
we're fucking tripping, bro.
Oh, what are in these shrooms? Because this isn't this. This isn't like, whoa. The dude's still staring at me, man.
Yeah, you're getting scarier, bro. You need to get the fuck back. Like, get the fuck back.
No. I think we might
have a problem.
I think we're gonna have to call the cops, guys. Dude, I can't contain myself.
Ooh, call the cops. No.
Dude, there was a dude standing right there, mean mugging us.
I know, but it's okay. I'm right here. No cops. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, he's really fucking freaking me out, but there's no way we're gonna call the cops either.
Who is that guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, this is your freaking house.
I know, but we wouldn't be seeing him if we wouldn't have taken mushrooms. They were your freaking mushrooms.
Yeah, well, my dude say they were good.
And he wasn't wrong.
All right, let's cut it off there. All right, we're still working on our intros. We tried something new. Welcome to
Josh and Nikki's Tiddies.
Yes, we just
started with it in the beginning and didn't tell you guys because it was a new thing.
We're trying it, and we're seeing how well. We're gonna have to figure out where the cutoff is, but like maybe there will be a word or something. I don't know.
It's like it is what it is.
But today's subject is mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The magical kind.
So. We took some earlier.
Yeah.
We're not like...
We're in the remnants of it. Yeah. Like, I feel like we're definitely...
We were...
With reality now, but whoa, earlier we weren't. We weren't having bad vibes or seeing anything like that. Man. Like, guy that we were just improvising in the background.
Yeah.
But we were weird.
Well, we
knew we were weird.
We had something cool that I'm like, dude, this literally... Kinetic sand. If you're going to trip mushrooms... You need kinetic
sensory stuff. I don't give a shit what it is, but like that shit is really very sensory.
Yeah.
And like
and
your
it looks
eyes,
trippy just looking at it.
It just moves on its own. Like it's very cool. It feels very cool. It looks very cool.
And then we like also had Play-Doh, which that was cool for.
Usually kid toys are good.
Yeah. The bubbles, whenever we did the bubbles,
that was the best.
Yeah, we literally was like, whoa.
In and out of those bubbles.
Yeah, one bubble at one time. Literally, we went outside the back porch for a little bit to blow the bubbles, and one bubble went away from the rest of the bubbles and was still floating around way
for
after.
a long
Yeah,
time.
I was like...
Like, I was like, oh my god, that bubble's like just over here, just chilling by itself for like... The other ones have been gone for a week.
Right. I mean, it was super, like, wow to us, but it was like a wow even in normal.
No, yeah, these were good.
Yeah.
These were good mushrooms.
We're also drinking right now. Just
so we started drinking. I think we still are in the remnants of it. Like, I know that sometimes I'm like still, oh yeah, I feel a little weird. I'm saying a little bit weird. Like, I'm talking weird. But things are making way more sense than they were earlier.
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember that, like, we were trying to, like, conjoin words and stuff. And,
we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. I found her.
Yeah.
I
found it was really what it was, you know.
Yeah, I found her.
Yeah, I found her. What was it was like gray and green that we were like trying to mesh.
We were, yeah.
Grain.
And we were like, yeah,
Yeah, because we tried it reverse. Where
gray and green.
Green before grain. We were like, good gray? Or, like, we couldn't figure it out. It was a very, like...
a good experience.
It was just us two. And we also did it during the day for the first time. Just because we got stuff to do tomorrow. And we were like, a whole new... I liked it because now this come down.
Yeah, whole different vibe from a night trip.
Yeah. But, of course, you would have to be in a safe area like we are. And, like...
regardless of what time.
Yeah, but, like...
whole different vibe.
I kind of recommend day now.
Leaving the door open and seeing, oh shit, the sun's still out.
Right.
This is weird.
We were like, people are at work and we're over here like,
Whoa.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. For a while, time felt like weird. It was like, well,
it's like
what is time?
It's like every like sense that you have is like heightened and like even taste, like touch.
Yeah, but not so bad like with certain things like acid. Oh God, everything is to a million thousands. Like way extended, way more than needs to be. Can't distinguish real from reality. Mushrooms is like by the hundreds.
We had discussed after that, like if we needed to, like you kind of let yourself be with the mushrooms, but like if you need to snap back,
it's attainable. It's attainable. It's smaller scale tripping,
right? And there's still kind of waves that I felt we were listening to music, so it'd be like when one song was ending, it was like kind of in limbo. What's gonna happen?
When a new one would start, though,
it's like the energy. It's
like a new human, whole new vibe, new day.
Yeah.
New vibe. This is different, but I like it.
Well, we did a lot. I didn't think we would be able to get out we got out paints and stuff and like got them out.
Yeah. You were like, whoa, this could get really messy. And I was like, but we can control it. It's okay. We'll get paper. If we do make a mess, we'll clean it up. It's okay. We can contain this.
And this is also her house.
And we can get messy.
Yeah.
That's okay, but we can like just get messy only on this table.
Right.
And he was like, oh, yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. And then when we started doing that, it was really fucking fun.
Yeah.
We were like, who the fuck even thought of colors?
Yeah, like, who thought of painting? How was painting even invented?
How do you create a color?
And who says that this color is a color and this color is not a color? Because everything is a color.
But how do you make a color like a tangible thing?
Yeah.
What in the fuck even is paint? How do you make paint?
I still don't know. I feel like no one in the entire universe will ever know how paint is made.
Chemicals? What kinds? Where they come from?
Yeah.
What kind of materials is
Literally, paint should not exist.
But it does.
Yeah, it does.
And so do colors.
Yeah.
And so does time.
Yeah. And we were like slowly snapping back. It was a good like transition.
Yeah.
And we've tripped mushrooms before together and had a lot of fun and stuff.
We've done a lot of different things together. But it was like also we had some kind of aspects like we've had before. Like we just keep coming back to different things. Like the bubbles. Like the sand. We never like left the paint and then came back to the paint. I don't necessarily
because we started the paint later. Like we didn't even I just remember looking at the paint and I was like, whoa.
Keep coming back to vapes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot I had a vape.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
We didn't start drinking until later. We wanted to make sure that we were like, we didn't even know if we were going to drink, but it's still early. So.
Outside though, for some reason, I feel like we could only handle in increments. It was like, oh yeah, let's do it again. Yeah. But then like,
we would hear somebody else in the distance.
Or the rain started like, when it was raining and it was like pouring in on us and we were like, whoa.
Yeah, not a thing.
Whoa. Too cold, too wet. Oh my God.
But like it's everything like with the bubbles. It wasn't just looking at the bubbles. The bubbles would leak on your fingers and you're like, whoa.
The after effect.
And you just like felt the kinetic sand that was dry and you'd be like, wow, this one, is slippery and it makes your fingers move quicker.
We just did that and just did this and now I feel like, is it both? Is it one or the other and now is it both?
Or is it just your hand that
just sweaty?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like my palm's kind of sweaty right now.
Still sweaty.
Yeah. So,
I also was just thinking this. One big thing that we kept feeling was like, I feel like I've had to pee for a really long time. And we're like, just go.
Yeah, just go.
And
every time
I don't even know if I possibly can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm gonna. We're gonna see what happens.
I was blowing bubbles at her while she was trying to pee.
I was like, I've never knew this would be so relaxing.
Yeah.
It was weird. But then, like, I think you already said this a little bit, but when we would go outside and hear noises, or like we heard a kid in the very beginning, and we were like, oh, not it, no, gotta go back inside. Kids are bad. Kids are bad. You can't have my bubbles.
Yeah, these are the
we don't
adult bubbles.
And the kid said something like that, like, Mommy, do you see them like bubbles? And we were like, oh, no, we're not.
Right.
These aren't bubbles, and you can't have them. These are my bubbles, little kid. And I was like, I normally not mean to kids, but they can't have our bubbles.
Well, we didn't know this kid. And
we weren't mean to the kid either. Yeah. They were across the street.
Yeah.
We didn't speak. We didn't even look.
Yeah.
He saw us. We didn't really we didn't let ourselves see him, and we were like, go inside.
I think we should discuss a little bit about like bad trips that we've had, because I know you've had one. It wasn't on the mushrooms, but
it was on acid.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so bad that I felt like I needed to bring in reinforcements bad, like hospitals, cops, or nothing. No. Like, I've never had a trip where I felt like I needed to bring in other things. But I also have always told you guys, every time we've ever, like, I really like having, especially with that, I was really glad that I said to you guys, we need to have a couple sober people, something.
Yeah.
Like, somebody needs to be sober.
When we did the acid, we did it in a group, and we had 2 people that were sober.
There were.
Which is, I mean, it's everybody's gonna, you know, like.
We started with 10 people going to the float trip, right? We only had 7 hits of acid.
Yeah. We went in knowing that that's all we had.
Like, one person ended up leaving and going home and didn't even take acid and left the whole float trip after we got off the water. And so then we dropped down to 9. Is that right?
Yeah, and then we had 2 people that we trusted. Like,
yeah, 2 people that we trusted and weren't tripping. So 7 of us were tripping, 2 of us weren't.
And it ended up being good, because they ended up getting bad news, like, later that night. Some really bad news that could have sent them in. So it was, like, really good. That,
everything happens for a reason type thing.
Yeah.
And I also went to a bad trip and utilized them and needed them and was like.
So tell them a little bit about your bad, like, just kind of some highlights.
Okay, well, it was really fine until I basically got stuck in the tent. And I couldn't get out. And it felt like it started with, like, everyone left me. And I was like, I hear them. I know. I look. I can see them from across. If I get up and look,
like in a camp.
We're in a camp area. We're really close.
Things seem more intense when you're tripping.
He was at the neighbor campers, like,
which is still our
hop,
group.
skip, and a jump away, speaking, and I could hear him in the tent.
Really loud.
Or he would be like yelling, "Get out of my head, bitches!" Yeah. And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Right.
I didn't know how I was doing that. I didn't even know I was doing that. Like, I know I'm doing that now, but I don't know how I was doing that. But it was weird. And so it got bad when I started seeing things that were scaring me. Like, I did see the cops. I saw the cops. I had to ask the sober people.
This is why it's important to have
sober people. Are there cops here right now? And she was like, no, you are fine. You are safe. Just sit back down. Calm down. And I was like, then I heard the baby crying and screaming bloody murder. And I was like, that baby has to stop. And I was like, is that real or am I tripping that too? And she was like, no, that's very real.
There's
you
also
really hear a baby crying.
Yeah.
I think the baby had diaper rash or something. Like, it was like not comfortable. She was taking him to the bathroom and she could hear what was happening. All I could hear were screams. I couldn't hear what was happening. Her sober brain knew, mine didn't. And I was like, make the baby stop. And she was like, I can't.
Yeah, so that's something, like, if you're thinking about tripping,
it'll go away eventually.
You have to know that, like, there's still
she's gonna calm the baby down.
That,
it's okay. Again, you are a mom. And it is sad when babies cry. And she like, it was really, really reassuring and nice. And then I feel like they went to bed eventually. And she was like, listen, I have to go to bed. I love you and you are fine. And you guys are going to be fine. And we are right here. We are in this tent right here next to you. We will be able to hear you.
And we also had a whole other group of campers that were with us that were not tripping.
We were safe.
Like us. Yeah.
Everyone knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck. But then like one of the other people from the other group came over and was talking to us. And he tripped me out, dude. He was like, I was like, you need to go away. He was like talking about weird things. He started talking about herpes, and that's what I think made me like, whoa, you're bad. Quit talking about it. Quit. He was like talking about bumps and blisters and weird things. I was like, not a good thing to talk about while I'm like tripping hardcore, bro. Shut up. And he turned into a demon. And then I like feel really bad, but I couldn't control that. And then I saw like a UFO going through our campsite. And then
this is while we're all like tripping right now. This is like Nikki kind of off in her like.
And I only think I was in the tent for like 2 hours, but it felt like 16 or something, like 7 at least. I was like, I feel like I've been stuck in here for so long. I feel like I've ruined my whole trip. But at the same time, I didn't either, because I would be like, hey.
Do you remember what we did later that night? We took some mushrooms.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but so how did you feel like you got out of that trip? The bad trip.
When I was
it
I had come down to a level enough where I felt safe and what I was doing in there is every time I would see something scary, I would just breathe through it and ground myself. I would literally be like, okay, fuck, this is scary. I would try to get back up and go out, and I was like, nope, can't do it yet. Lay back down on the ground, literally ground yourself, literally breathe. You are safe. You are here on this earth. You are with people you love. It is okay. And I was like, okay. And then I would try again. And it was kind of like metaphorical, I think. Like, okay, no matter what hardships I'm experiencing through this life or even this trip, this minute trip, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And each time I'm going to try, okay, I've experienced this. I feel calm again. Let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again type of thing.
So, okay. And then next we'll kind of get into my bad shroom next. But looking back at it, like, was it worth it even though it was a bad trip? Like,
I think I would do it again. I also think I could even just do like a piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel
tab.
like
you don't even need a whole tab.
The amount, but like it makes you think differently.
Half of one I think would be easier to handle.
Yeah.
Than a whole.
So mine was like with my partner. We tripped mushrooms like a couple months back or a couple weeks back or something, and we were doing sexy things and. It was kind of like his first time, and I was like, oh, I get to kind of show him around. So I was like, just close your eyes, and we just kind of rubbed on each other's body, and it was a really good time. And then listening to music, and then it was time to go to bed. And then he was like, I'm ready to go to bed. And I don't know if it was something in my head, like I was discussing with you
Change of the vibe?
Yeah, like, I don't know if it was like just my energy, like it just put me in a bad trip being like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep. Can you, like, it was just like, I mean, he helped me through it and like.
He turned into the guide, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, at the very end, he's just like, yeah, and it was totally good experience, totally worth it. I know.
Like, he didn't need to guide you through the trip. He was just guiding you through these bad emotions.
Right. Guiding me to, it's okay to go to bed. Yeah. I was tired too,
But that's real with psychedelics. Like, you could feel like, I feel really tired, or I feel like but I just know I cannot fucking go to sleep. I feel really hungry, but eating sounds repulsive. Like,
earlier I said, should we, because our stomach started hurting after I was like, should we drink some milk? And that was like,
no, grossest thing. No, I was like, fuck no, I am not drinking no milk right now. That sounds like the most disgustingest thing.
We took some Tums, so if you're gonna get mushrooms, make sure you have something to help your stomach, like
in case it comes along. Yeah, because it's a thing to like puke. We didn't puke.
No,
but it is a thing. I've
poop,
all the things, and just let it all come out. Let it all come out.
But like when you do it, it's totally like, I think it's totally worth it. Like you see energy like in a different way. If you don't you don't have to believe in a higher power or anything, but there's like something that connects the world all together. Everything. And there's like an energy like in the rocks and the water and the air and the
I said it earlier. I was like, animals. I feel like every fucking thing right now makes sense. I feel like when you're tripping, you just know, and you get it all.
Mm-hmm. And I agree totally. And especially like if you're tripping with other people, like whenever like get out of my head, like something about like you can just look at, I don't know. I remember on
those connections. It's weird.
I remember on that acid trip that we were on, like
we felt like we were being like telekinesis. The whole group said it. Like we were all feeling very in tune with each other's brains.
There was like a long silence, and one of our friends, and it was just silent. And then like I remember my mind was just going by myself, and then like all of a sudden she's like, well, that was fun. Right at the end of I was like, whoa, did we just all do the thing together? Like, I was
thinking the same thing.
Or then like they would say something and I'm like, I already knew like what they were going to say.
Yeah, or you just have to look. Look.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. And it's like,
oh. It sounds crazy when you're not. And that's why I'm saying like, okay, you are kind of crazy when you're tripping because like everything's as heightened, but also at the same time you're more in touch with the thing. Like when you look at it in hindsight, you're like, wow, there was something about that.
Then you get it.
Yeah.
When you sober up, you still get it, but if you weren't there, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah, like us telling you these stories don't really
hit right.
Unless any of you have ever
tricked yourselves and know what kind of level we're coming from.
Right.
You're never going to know until you know.
All right. So let's go ahead and give kind of as a closeout, like for people that are thinking about tripping mushrooms, let's keep it simple.
Okay. First and foremost, be with safe people you know, love, and trust. Don't put yourself in any kind of uncomfortable situation.
But also don't worry about having a bad trip. Like, if you're around people that you love, you can still have a bad trip. But
what I'm saying, I guess, is I would not trip with strangers.
Oh, no. No.
I would not trip with someone I've
mushrooms with somebody I didn't know very well.
I wouldn't trip with someone I was hanging out with for the first time or second or even third.
Right.
I don't necessarily think. I've hung out with these people a lot and feel like I could trust them with my life. But, okay, here's another one. I guess here's number 2. This comes from one of our good friends, AP. She said this during the acid trip. She was like, don't look into anything too hard. Don't examine anything too hard, whether it's just this, the bubbles, anything.
Yeah.
Just do it.
You're not trying to solve anything.
You're a butterfly.
You're just there to enjoy. No. You're not there to.
And when you know you're going too hard on something, you will just know and be like, "Oh, I gotta move on."
Don't do it and also trying to accomplish getting drunk. Like, just enjoy yourself. Say we're gonna do our afternoon today was like we didn't really have any plan. It was just like enjoy yourself.
Go with the flow.
And then
don't look into anything too much.
Something for your stomach as well. I want to say at least have it on hand. You might not need it, but I mean it's nice to have if it's
cold beverages. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
And water felt
Yeah, I mean, really good to drink. You will probably forget about it, numerous times, but like knowing it's there is good, and you'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Anything else that we're forgetting?
Get you some stuff to play with.
Yeah,
that too. Orange juice enhances it. I feel
like it's if you really want to,
glow sticks.
Give you something to do. Don't you can sit there and visit, but like
if it's nighttime,
you're gonna want to fidget, touch.
If it's nighttime, do you not agree? Like every time we've had glow sticks, that is one of the funnest toys. Yeah. Like anything you can, fidget.
Yeah.
Play with. Kid toys.
So this was just a little thing. I can't think of anything else I want to say.
Yeah, no, I feel like we're good. Trip talk.
We're going to go get some more alcohol pretty soon, probably.
I feel like
I think I
sober.
Yeah, I think
I feel good.
This kind of helped me like ground myself. So this
and be like, I know what it's like to make Josh and Nikki's Tiddies sober, and I know that like I feel the most normal that I have.
Yeah.
Today.
So thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Until next time.